sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears.
Morning, Nathan.
Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound.
Let me make sure my screen looks good. Morning, Chris. Morning, Wendy. I think my screen looks okay. Wow, wow.
Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show.
I'm going to hell based on some text that I just sent to my friend, so I'm going to hell. Honest to God. Honest to God, I'm going to hell. Okay, let me just make sure my screen is okay by turning on YouTube. Hit the thumbs up button if you haven't already. Bum, bum, bum. What do I have? Kachiva? What is this, mushroom coffee? Kachiva ad. I don't know what that is. Morning, Justin. Morning, Sean. Scene. Okay. Oh, and of course, freaking Chrome messes up again. Chrome. There we go. I don't know why. And I think for some reason I'm green. I don't get this. Bad lighting. Man, I gotta get a more stable lighting setup. I have my overhead lights. I have a mobile light. I have a ring light, and I have another mobile light. And that mobile light, by the way, is both of these are the same thing. I forget. They're little puck light things. So, morning, Harold. Morning, vacation guy. Morning, Rosa. Morning, Carrie. Good morning. We are not doing scans today, even though it probably would benefit most folks. We will look at, for paid members, just know the stock I went over in the power play one. It's this one. The beat the S&P and renewable power play. It's that one. It has hit a price that I said was good. At the end of the newsletter, I will be putting in my strategy on that one, my thoughts. We'll go over it. So I'm not going to open up the article today, but the article, basically, the since it's a power play, if you haven't seen stock timber WULF, look at yesterday's gains on that one. Just crazy. This is Android, people. I will leave you with today a look at Android, people. I'm just not. We will talk about it. It's a comedian. This is one of the best. If you don't know, this is the market that we're in, by the way, and it's a show, Silicon Valley, which is one of the best shows ever on TV. It's up there with Seinfeld for me. This particular article has a great screener to import into your Trendspider setup. We will go over Open Door. There's no news on it, but the fucker was up 30% yesterday, so we'll go over that. Applied Materials, is this an overreaction? Kind of tend to think so. Trade Desk, we'll go over the two things that happened on Trade Desk between yesterday and the last 24 hours. That's kind of interesting. Again, today's show is how can you tell a reaction from an overreaction? And that's kind of a theme that's going to go on. A great long form article on coherent, which again, is it an overreaction? Any reaction might be an overreaction, but coherent got hit hard. And there's a lot of people who kind of think that this one's an overreaction. A lot of well-respected people from me. Oracle, this one just continues to kind of impress me. So, buy the dip, no local. I mean, big tech they're going to fear everything, but this is the WULF. This ripped 59% yesterday, 59%. And I just want to point this out to people. I thought this was a great graphic, but imagine if Bitcoin is the new gold and what that market cap would mean to Bitcoin. So just imagine if it is gold. We will go over a lot of just 13F filings. I'm going to put them all in the newsletter, and there are a lot of them. So I'm going to fly through them just with headlines, not put any details in there, because this is kind of like your favorite NFL team. Pick your favorite. Go ahead. You may hate the Cowboys, because most people do, but they're America's team, and you got to kind of know they're coming up on the schedule. Man, and again, Google Chrome messes up. What the hell's going on? Properties. Google Chrome. Oh, this is going to annoy the hell out of me. Biggest movers of the day. We'll go over that. Intel, Kobeshi. This one was kind of, again, that was kind of an interesting one. One of the things you should know about the quant, we're going to go over the quant. We're going to go over single stocks. We're going to go over a lot of stuff. So get ready. And QQQs, you're still, you're even with QQQ. VOO is up, let's see, 0.21. So, I mean, there's a lot of green on the screen. Hopefully your portfolio is up. Lily, we'll talk about Lily. I have a friend on Twitter, and I won't out his name, but I think he put somewhere in the neighborhood of $50,000 on same day, on like a week option on Lily. It's now worth $500,000. So, just crazy. Morning, Larry. Morning, Camilo. Just nuts. Just nuts. I should mess with my lights, but you know what? Fuck it. I'll colorize it in the thing. Hit the thumbs up button. 26 people, 11 thumbs up. So whatever you're doing, just make sure you got the thumbs up. I'm going to go ahead and hit record right now, because I know this is going to effing mess up. This is so going to mess up. Of course you can, listen, when you're in the heat of battle, Nick, when there's a war going on, just look her dead in the eyes and go, you know what, honey? Any reaction is an overreaction. And let's see what the reaction is, Nick. During the battle of war, let's see what the reaction is. Do you think it's an overreaction? Morning, Jacob. Morning, Beast. I mean, my guess is you're going to get an overreaction, but I don't think MK and I have ever fought. We've had some words, but we've never fought. But then again, I don't fight a lot at all. Thanks. It will be good to know, Nick. I will be on I'm just guessing. If this were Polymarket, Nick, I would say 0 to 10, 10 being an overreaction and 0 being no reaction, I think you're going to get a 7. But again, you got to be in heated battle. To do that, you've got to be in heated battle. And we're talking about, you know, hey, if you're just saying, you know, I don't agree with you, that's not heated battle. All right, Pete Nick. Yeah. Yeah, never say calm down. That's like, you know, the cheat codes in Nintendo when you used to have to hit like the controller left twice, up 4 times and down 3 times, and then hit the A button monitored with a metronome in order to get the cheat code. That's the cheat code. If you want to set someone off during a fight, calm down. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm going to hit record. Remember, hit the thumbs up button. We are here for fun. So, good morning. It is Friday, August 15th. The process of this show is going to be any reaction is an overreaction. Nick right now in the live YouTube chats asked me, is that for my lady friend as well? When we're in the heat of war, and we're debating what the poly market, 0 means no reaction, 10 means reaction. The poly market would probably be towards 10. If you're in the heat of battle with, your significant other and you say, hey, honey, any reaction is an overreaction. Yeah, you're going to get an overreaction back. So just realize that. I got a lot to go over. We got all the 13 Fs. There was a big trade yesterday that I made. Huge trade. Just shut up and buy. I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you about everything. But I want to start out with the market didn't care about PPI. It didn't care about PPI. We're going to go in and we're going to look at a 5-minute chart with the after hours. You can see the dip down here in QQQ. Mother effer. Damn, Google Chrome did it again. Man, it's just not, I don't know why, but I'm gonna have to figure that out. I think it's OBS, but so you can see it here in the Qs. This is a 5-minute chart. The lighter shade is after hours. You can see this was when PPI came out and we thought, oh, the market's dead. The market came right back when it opened up. It's a buy the dip market. Any reaction is an overreaction. Everybody is buying the dip. So I want to point out some stocks. Okay. The first one, COMM. I want to point this out. COMM. When this moves to strong buy, okay, we'll go and look at the quant. There's going to be a theme here, okay? This moved to a strong buy down here at $3.64. Where's it trading today? $15. And that's not like a long time ago. That's April, okay? This is still a strong buy in the quant. So we can go over and we can look at it in the 4-hour algorithm. Let's just COMM. And let's look at this one. Boy, this one, great. 143% gain. And you've got a gap. Are you going to fill that gap? Well, maybe. But again, any reaction is an overreaction. Let's look at another one. Micron. This just moved to strong buy, by the way. Back here at 122, you're only trading at 125. Let's look at the 4-hour algorithm. Did it get you in? MU, right there. Let's look. Boy, it got you in here at 108. You'd be up 17% right now in just a few days. Just a few days. If you had bought on the 4-hour algorithm, assuming this went to strong buy, it went back here 7-11. Let's see. When did the 4-hour algorithm get you in? August 5th. You know, if you had 7-11 back here and you said, ooh, it moved to a strong buy. Should I get into this? Well, the 4-hour algorithm had you in, but it was close to getting you out. If you understood the formula, you probably wouldn't have gotten in. Now let's look at another one. BTG is this one that is a good one. This is a strong buy. Okay, let's look at when it moved to the quant. The strong buy in the quant, it was way down here at 290. You're at 383 today. Let's look at BTG. BTG, right there. This moved to strong buy at $3. How does it do in the 4-hour algorithm? It does pretty good. It beats buy and hold. And it moved, you got in at 348. You're at 384 right now. Again, any reaction in the market is an overreaction, but I trust this quant. And what do I use? I use the quant. Now let's look at this, because what this is the blue line is the top quant rating. That's a strong buy. We're going back 5 years to 2020. The orange line, seeking alpha analysts. And then the black line is the S&P. This is why I trust seeking alpha. Okay, there are three main things why I trust seeking alpha. The first, back-tested performance. It's shown it. I just showed you the chart. 2, time savings. I can take a look at a stock in 5 minutes and determine, oh, is it quality or not? And then I can go further if I need to. And number 3, the AI analyst report. Okay, between the screeners, the quant rating, and the analyst reports, just look at that performance. My point is, using these tools, I can put some smaller plays in and have them as training tools. Or you can use paper money if you'd like, whatever you want. But find a process that works for you. And I've got my process. I just had a few people tell me, thank God you've been pumping Seeking Alpha. The reason is because they just signed up. You go to Linktree, okay? I always suggest this, the bundle. The bundle saves you the most money, okay? Because if you just bought them separately, premium and alpha picks, you're spending close to $800. This brings it down closer to $600. It's a saving of almost $160. But if you want them separately, again, I just went over the features of Seeking Alpha Premium, and you get a free 7-day trial. That's over on Linktree as well. Right here, the third link. And that's a great, again, screeners, AI analyst report, the quant, it's all there. You can import your portfolio and do a health check on it. Free 7-day trial. And then you've got alpha picks. And we went over this. This is an old number. It's over 200% now. But it just beats the S&P. We're going to get a new pick at noon today. Remember the rules for trading the picks. And if you don't know the rules, go to the recent post, okay? Go down to the first, August 1st, right here. And the rules are right there. The rules are down here for scalping. You can go in there and you can find the rules. Go ahead and do it. It's at the newsletter, but we will get a new alpha pick today. Mother effer, what the hell is going on? Why is Google Chrome? Notes. Google Chrome. Okay, I hate this. I don't know when it went off. Mother effer. Okay. So let's start talking about the market. Yesterday, what happened with the market? Well, Intel, 3:41 p.m. Someone bought 1,500 contracts of Intel. Okay? Calls expiring tomorrow for 5 cents each. 3:43, news emerged that the Trump administration was considering a deal with Intel. The stock is now trading 10% higher in the news. That same call set up tomorrow, more than 1,000% higher. 1,000% higher. And that's just on news that Intel, INTC is the symbol, Intel was going to potentially be taken over by the Trump administration, or the Trump administration was going to put some money into it. Again, these things are moving. I had pointed out, Daniel had mentioned this. He brought this up on Tuesday. I published it for you. So if you were listening to this, you could have been in this play, because I said, hey, 4-hour algorithm has you in here at 20, and it greatly beats buy and hold. 26% over the last 2 years versus 35%. You may say, well, how do I get that 4-hour algorithm? It's the top link on Linktree. And Trendspider, you can get it for just over $50 a month. But again, Intel right here, the play was out there. Is it still a good play? That's up to you. Is the risk worth the reward? The biggest movers today, United Health, we'll go over that one. NU Holdings, I'll just say it's a Brazilian bank or a Latin America bank. I like it, don't love it, but it's been a winner. Applied Materials, we'll go over that one because is it an overreaction? In biogenomics, again, the company posted a loss. In this market, if you post a loss or guide lower, it's going to be bad. Now, David Tepper buys, sells, features Intel. He bought a bunch of Intel. He is in that pop, okay? United Airlines, Delta Airlines, he bought all that, boosted its holding in United Health. On the other hand, the firm closed out its Win and Broadcom. So they sold out of Broadcom. Broadcom is at an all-time high. They sold out of it. They decreased their position in BABA. Here's what you have to know about this. All of these 13F filings, the Saudi Arabia Sovereigns Fund, Tiger Global, Soros Capital, Bridgewater Associates, David Einhorn, and Bill Ackman, all of that is in the news and you're going to see it. This is like your favorite NFL team. Pick your team. Again, pick your team. Do you like the Cowboys? Because nobody does. They're called America's team, but nobody likes the Cowboys. Bill Ackman's the Cowboys. Nobody likes Bill Ackman. Nobody likes the if you've read a Bill Ackman tweet, you officially have read the longest book in 2025. Because those tweets are just, it's ridiculous. I've read none of them. And Lone Pine, again, same thing. Now, most will focus on big ones. I particularly liked this one. One of the best hedge funds in the world, Renaissance Technologies, bought $422 million of UNH. For what it's worth, Renaissance has averaged 39% CAGR since 1988. Other noteworthy buys, Snowflake, C Limited, Boeing, QBTS, Riot, Sezzle. They bought Sezzle. I've gone over Sezzle. Is it one that you like? Again, risk reward. So one quick tip. Go ahead and ask AI to summarize this weekend the 13F filings from the largest hedge funds. Go and have a conversation. That's your homework. Seeking Alpha has all the articles. I will post all the ones that I posted that I just went over. I will post them in the newsletter. They'll be there free for you to read. But if you don't have a subscription to Seeking Alpha, just go to AI. Check it out. It's super, super simple. And one thing I want to point out, mother effer. Okay. Google Chrome. What if Bitcoin was the new gold? This is the market cap of Bitcoin. It's $2.4 trillion. Gold market cap is $22.8 trillion. That's 10 times. Do you have exposure to it? Maybe, maybe not. This shocked me. I bought more IBIT. Okay? Now, one that is great, TeraWulf. This is a power company and a data center company. They announced yesterday that they were getting, early in the day, it was revealed Google took an 8% stake. TeraWulf was up 59%. It's AI power. Do you want to get into this one? This is WULF, WULF is the symbol. You can see 4-hour algorithm had you in here at $5.50. 4-hour algorithm doesn't beat buy and hold. Buy and hold beats it by a lot. By a lot. We had a gap up here right at the 561. So if you bought at that 550, you were great. You were probably looking to fill this gap on an upward trending with a golden cross. And so again, you were moving in this direction. It was positive. If we look at a weekly chart, you're just at the 200-day. You just broke through it. Where do you have the top right now? $40. Again, risk reward. Is this in your purview? Because I'll tell you, for paid subscribers, if you go and look in this section, beat the S&P, my 2025 portfolio, plus one renewable, I will have an article at the end of the newsletter, not at the podcast. The newsletter will say it. So paid members, go to the newsletter. Okay, I showed you on Wednesday this particular company. The article that posted today on that particular stock, the CEO saying, hey, we're going to announce buys. Boy, look at this. This was an announcement. Look at what it did for that. It's getting to a nice point. So I'll give you my ideas, okay? They are building data centers with power. That's what WULF did. So when you see articles like this, big tech's data center boom is said to spark fears about power bills, that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. No local government is turning down a data center construction project because of power concerns. No local government is going to do that. Yes, it's going to cause problems with the locals, but they're going to work through it. You know why? Construction jobs, TikTok, again, all of this stuff is going to be figured out, but you want to be in the space that actually makes the money. And part of that is the power. Utilities warn the billions needed for power plants and transmission lines may raise rates for households and small businesses. And yes, your commissioners in your cities and your states, they are going to be controlling those utilities. Vote the people in that you think are likely to do what you want. And if it's keeping your power bill down or letting people build nilly-willy, that's your choice. But again, don't let these articles get you out of the power. The power realm is where it's at, because even if they pull back on chips, power is going to be important. Now let's talk about Oracle. I really love Oracle. The more I see what's going on with their cloud business and operations, their strategies with Stargate, and don't forget, TikTok needs a home. So let's look at Oracle's chart. It is a monster. The 4-hour algorithm just got you out. The 4-hour algorithm slightly beats, 129% versus 112%. If you bought and held this one, you are doing just fine. Is it expensive? Yes, absolutely. Oracle is a hold in the quant. Was it a strong buy? No, it's been a hold. Why? Because the valuation has been an issue a long time. The growth has been an issue the long time, but its momentum is phenomenal. So I like that. Any reaction is an overreaction. And so now I'm going to go and look at a couple of things. Because UNH, we can just type in UNH here. UNH over 5 days is up 11%. Okay, I wrote this before the 13F filing. Guess what? They're buying the dip on this one. They are buying the dip. The big hedge funds, they are buying the dip. Mother effer. Freaking Safari. It stopped at Oracle. Boy, I've got a lot of freaking editing to do. So the big ones bought the dip. And FYI, Warren Buffett bought the dip last night. So I did too. Literally, here's what I did. I put it out there for the paid subscribers. It was 4 p.m., 4:05 came around, and the news came around that Warren Buffett had put money into United Health. Now, what I should have done was UNG, which is a double leveraged ETF on this one. Let me just get to a 5-minute chart because you're going to see it right there. I got it at 280. You're trading at 301 right now. This is a time where I said, you know what? I know the value. I know it's trading at a very low PE. I know historically it has been higher. I know that there's going to be a lot of news around this buy. So I bought $50,000 worth of it. I just put it in there and I just bought it. I'm doing fine now. I've lost confirmation, but I have a feeling this one will trade over 300. My guidance to anybody who didn't get in, if you do want to get in, get in while it's under 300. Okay. We are probably going back to this just over 350 bucks. I mean, that again, 315. If I were to put a line in here and I were to just look at the most recent, look at where that line's going to be. It's probably going to be 315, and I can take some nice profits and always buy back in, because remember, even though Buffett bought into this, it's still cheap. It's still got a DOJ investigation, and it's still problematic with management. So it's not perfect. It's not like I'm going to just go out and buy this. And we can go and look at Lilly, because Lilly, over a 5-day period, you're up 7%. And in pre-market, it's up another 1%. Again, is this reaction an overreaction? Well, if we go and look at Lilly, does it trade well on the 4-hour algorithm? Yes. And when did it get you in? At 675. You're trading at 684. You've got a nice gap up here that you've already entered to 739. So again, you have to know what's out there. And one that I found yesterday that I think is interesting is COHR, COHR. I think that's what it is an outstanding This is Daniel, who I respect tremendously. Okay? It's an outstanding AI power play if you're looking up and down the supply chain of companies like NVIDIA, Oracle, Microsoft, and others. Strong execution in the business and has its margins, earnings per share, and revenue rising. This is also because of one of the engines of moving data for AI. Tidy quarter and a company worth looking at outside the typical AI names of build-outs. So let's go and look at it. COHR. It dipped big. It was down 20% yesterday. It's a buy in the quant. Okay. It's Wall Street price target. Wall Street price target is $111, 21% upside where it's trading right now. Has it gotten there in the 52 weeks? It got up to 123. So you're right in the middle here. Maybe this one deserves a little bit of look. So the COHT. What's the symbol? COHR. Why am I doing this? COHR. 4-hour algorithm just got you out. I would argue with good fundamentals, this one may continue its route up. Okay, you're right at the 50-day. The last time you were close to the 50-day, you dipped under this, and you dipped under it here in April. So maybe under $86 is your buy point. Again, risk reward. It's gotten some good news from Daniel. This is a great write-up on this one. Had a great quarter, double beat a year, but is getting hammered on cautious guide, which was complicated by a divestiture of its defense laser business, which impacted the guide by $20 million. Again, you have to know what you're buying. This one deserves to be on the watch list. So I'm going to put it on the daily stock pick watch list. I like it. I want to know when it's going to give me a buy again. It doesn't trade great in the 4-hour algorithm. It makes you almost 50%, whereas buy and hold makes you 75%. And again, with respected names that I like, mother effer, properties. I don't know what's happening here, but I restarted the computer, so I don't exactly know what it is. I want to know exactly what's in this name. And so I'm going to give you a long form one. Cohort, the silent giant powering AI and advanced manufacturing. You can read all about it. This is a free Substack newsletter. Go and read about it. I did. I like it. I like it. Now, is HIMS an overreaction? Is this an overreaction because it's down to $46? Is this an overreaction? Remember, UNH is under investigation as well. Is HIMS one? Well, 4-hour algorithm has you out right now. Are you going to get back in because it trades okay? I'm okay making 189% on a volatile name like this. You're right down at your 200-day. Last time you were at the 200-day, it was 44. You went all the way up to 63. We've seen it at 63 multiple times. Is it simply a short squeeze? Well, maybe the quant has it as a hold. It's very expensive. Go and read the analyst reports on it. Now, yesterday, what happened? The trade desk, which we've seen multiple times, and I said, hey, this one gonna fill this gap all the way up here to 120. I was wrong. It pulled back hard. It created another gap all the way up to 86. What we saw in the morning was this headline: Walmart amends ad tech agreement with the trade desk, which is their largest partner, which might benefit Amazon. Remember, Amazon is said to be kind of stealing trade desks, some of their customers. This would not be good. And so the trade desk was down 6% again yesterday. 4-hour algorithm hasn't got you in. It had you out right after that drop. Okay, 4-hour algorithm beats buy and hold. It wins 55% of the time. So you're at least doing better than, you're winning a few times. But the wins are only 9%. The average loss is 12%. It just doesn't get you out early enough. So you want to find a strategy to trade this if you're going to trade this, because today, what do we see? Trade Desk says Walmart fully committed to ad tech agreement. They basically go out and they say, hey, that comment is completely wrong. In fact, the senior VP of retail media for Walmart said in June, we are all in on Trade Desk. That's what they put in their press release. So remember, reaction may be an overreaction. Now, this reaction is huge. This was down almost 20%. Applied Materials had their earnings, Q4 revenue decline, China uncertainty, and leading edge lot. They just guided. When you miss, you're going to get killed. So AMAT is getting killed in pre-market. It's going down. It's at 162 right now. 162 in pre-market. Where does that put it? Below its 200-day. The last time it used the 200-day as resistance, you're going to start to see this one fall. Is it a good opportunity? Well, maybe, because at 162, you're just above that 200-day. So maybe this one is actually a good one. But you have to know they guided down. Now, Open Door, which has no news, is this an opportunity? Is this an overreaction? Because we saw yesterday, this one was up 30% yesterday. And we're just going to go to a 5-minute chart. Could you trade this on a confirmation? And I've said this before. Yes, yesterday's open had you at $2.40. The confirmation went all the way to $2.91. You lost confirmation, but you gained it back. And right now you do have confirmation. We're at $9.21. Would I expect this one to gain confirmation even in the open? I would be trading it. I would have an alert set. So congrats to the influencers that got in a few days ago when it was flatlining at $2.40, because you've almost doubled your freaking money. Again, is any reaction or an overreaction? And here, this is a great article. These consumer finance stocks are flashing the biggest bull signs, and you can import the screener right here into your Seeking Alpha setup. So if you want to investigate these, go and investigate them. Now, I want to point out what type of market we're in. This is a scene from Silicon Valley where they go over, why would you go out over revenue? And part of the reason that you're seeing this is because, again, I've got to get off that because they're going to do some kind of copyright claim on me. But watch that little video. Silicon Valley, one of my favorite shows of all time. And it's clear we're in that kind of market. This is the market we're in, but realize it changes quick. If you have risk tolerance, that's your thinking. The thinking in that clip is exactly what you should be thinking. Why does this company want revenue? Because when you start looking at revenue, it actually reduces your share price. So they're not looking at revenue. You don't want revenue. You want users. You want to grow, because once you put a revenue out there, I was like this in my 20s, 30s, and 40s. That was my theory. That was my thinking. I was risk tolerant. Here in my 50s, I'm a little less tolerant of that. So I am underperforming the market right now. My biggest risk reward right now is Apple. I love it. And I'm sticking with it. But if you are risky in this market, you can absolutely do a killing. And my final one to leave you guys with, it's Android people. These are Android people. And yeah, he picks on the Android people. So paid members, remember at the end of this newsletter, you've got a play on that power one that I went over. But if you have any questions, it's all on Linktree, okay? Everything's on Linktree. You got Trendspider, you got Seeking Alpha, you got the bundle. We have an alpha pick at noon today. Go to the website, go to Alpha Picks, and just start refreshing, and then start scalping. Because if it's a small enough market cap, you can typically make 10% with everybody looking to buy. So if you have any questions, hit me up. Again, on Linktree, I've got my email address and everything up there. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. I'll talk to you Monday. See you. Bye. Now, I've got a shit ton of freaking editing to do because I've got like 20 fucking clips. And we'll go over there so it's frozen. What the hell's happening? Oh, I guess it is. We'll take this out, and this out, and then I've got to start adding these in. Mother effer. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. And that's 7. Short and sweet. Let's see. Let's first colorize this mofo. Okay, I gotta skip the ad. Okay, I'm back. Let's see if I turn super green. Yeah. I don't like that. Okay, we're just gonna colorize it a little. There we go. And then we'll do the sound as auto. And then we're going to do copy and paste adjustments, paste all. And now let's edit this mofo. This is going to be a nightmare. Okay, now we got to jump to the next one. And we've got to edit. Break. Let's see if that's natural. There we go. It's a little natural. Not great, but a little natural. Okay, and then we're gonna go here. We'll expand it out. It's super, super simple. And one thing I want to point out, what if Bitcoin was the Okay. And then we're going to go to this one.
Buying the dip on this one. They are buying the dip. The big hedge funds, they are buying the dip. So the big
Okay. And then we're going to go here. I'm still editing, by the way, if you're wondering. Bum, bum, bum. I think you're going to miss some stuff, but that's what the newsletter's for. Okay.
Why does this company want revenue? Because when you start looking, revenue, it actually reduces your share price.
Okay, that's done. Now let me add in some green screen stuff. And boy, that's annoying. Okay. Green screen, no. Okay, and export next 8:15 pod. There we go. Okay, let's see. Let me see. I gotta go right back. Yeah, Carrie, they were Seeking Alpha reports all the stuff. Oh, and great, you can't see it. I'm gonna probably go after I respond to questions, but they just go to their news, the news section. They report everything. It's usually up there. Morning, Lisa. Morning, Dominic. Yeah, I didn't do Celsius or Intel this week either. Sezzle. How does the government have a right to buy companies? I have a list for them to buy. The government has a complete right to buy. I mean, listen, it was done under every administration. You know, you did it under the Obama administration. You did it under the Biden administration. You've done it over. Trump isn't alone in this. So I don't. It's not a bad thing. Trust me, it's not a political thing. This isn't Trump picking winners. They've done it all the time. So. I don't think that Intel is a well-run company, and that's kind of why I'm staying away from it. But morning, Eli. I finally get to see your podcast. Yeah, you're up early, Eli. It's a mother effer day. We need outtakes half a dozen times of Gary mother effer. It is a mother effer day. It is. I mean, it's 9:30. Let's see. Is my Webull account? I got pulled out of. I was in MSTX, but I got pulled out of that one. It's down another 3% today. Webull portfolio's at 13.85, so 13.86. It's not bad. I mean, I'll look at what's up in that one today, but MicroStrategy was just trailing, and MSTX got out in midday yesterday, and I'm up 0.20% in my personal one. So yeah, but since this thing is not working, I'm going to get out of here. What stocks would you recommend that is in AI data center space to run it and build them? I don't know, Carrie. Honest to God, what would I recommend? The core portfolio. I mean, go over here, go to Savvy Trader, follow my trades, And this is the core portfolio. I mean, this is the list that I recommend. So anything outside of this, I don't really have a recommendation. You know, you decide for yourself. You got to do the work. And I mentioned a lot of them. I mentioned a ton of them. So, I mean, NVIDIA, Corning, I've mentioned. VRT, I've mentioned. There's a bunch that I've mentioned. COHR, I just mentioned. I think that COHR, I think is the symbol. So there's a lot of them that I mentioned. Put your watch list together. I mean, that's the point of the entire newsletter. The entire newsletter here, and mother effer, is so that you have the ability to add a watch list. So you need to actually have a watch list. And yeah, Seeking Alpha, you can do a screener in Seeking Alpha. You can go down here and just look at, let's see, stock screener. Let's look. AI top rated stocks, top quant stocks, stocks by quant, high yield dividends, trending AI stocks right there. I mean, they have screeners for you. Top growth stocks, top dividend stocks, top small cap stocks, top value stocks, stocks only covered by Seeking Alpha. China's ADRs, top technology, top healthcare, top financial, top communications. They have the entire list. Top utility stocks, top REITs, most shorted stocks, strong buys with short squeeze potential. I mean, they have all the screeners that you need that you can do. And if you don't, you could put it in there and just screen for it. It is a fantastic tool. You know, and if you don't like that, just use the ETF screener. ETFs, top sector equity ETFs, top bonds, taxable bonds, top international equity ETFs, top commodities, top alternatives, all ETFs. You know, again, the things, the tools are here for you. And when people ask me what would I recommend, my personal recommendation is go to the 35 positions right here and pick your favorite. You know. There's not a huge data center play, but you know what's a data center play? Is QQQ. I mean, don't overlook QQQ. QQQ is a data center play. And my screen's just not working, so I'm gonna head out. I will talk to you guys tomorrow or Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. And sorry, I'm annoyed as F right now based on my computer just not working, so I got to reset everything. Okay, I'll talk to you. Bye.
Trading bell, my heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears.